everyone, welcome back to DIY with Danica, and if this is your first time, then welcome. Make sure that you subscribe by pushing that little button down there so that you will be alerted to any future videos that I make and share with you guys. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm really excited by this one. Behind me, you can see some examples of what we're going to be doing for today's tutorial. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make giant paper flowers with a purpose, because it is back to school time and I'm totally geeked about the prospect of decorating my new classroom. So I plan to be putting these paper flowers on the walls in my new classroom to jazz it up, and the colors are not exactly what you might choose to have in your room or wherever you plan to put these flowers. But my classroom has a really cool kind of fall vibe. The floors are like this color, the walls are like this color. So I'm really excited about decorating that and getting the year started out right with some lovely decor that matches my lovely personality. So guys, today we are going to be making the paper flowers, and for this tutorial you will need the following materials. You will be needing paper. Construction paper is fine. A lot of tutorials use cardstock. I'm just going to use construction paper because that's what's available to me. This paper is cut into 3 different sizes. I have one that I've cut into 9 by 12 inches, another one that I've cut into 9 by 6 inches, and the last one, which is smaller, which has been cut into 6 by 7 inches. You can cut your paper however you like. It's good to have at least 3 different sizes. 3 different sizes will get you a flower that looks a lot like that peach one there. If you decide to use more than 3 different sizes, then you will get a flower that's a little bit fuller like this one. I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4 different ones on this one, okay? So you will need either construction paper or cardstock. My flowers here are made out of construction paper. You will need scissors. You will need something round. I have a round pencil and I have a round marker, which I'll be using. You will also be needing your glue gun and a glue stick. I've got long glue sticks now. And I do believe that's all we're gonna need for this tutorial. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to need to do for this tutorial is to sketch out the petal shape on each of the pieces of construction paper. For this, I like to give a petal that has concaved in the center. I've tried a different shape. I didn't like it before, and I am going to be using a marker just so that you can see it very clearly what I am drawing. It's almost like a heart shape without a very pointy center, and you don't have to draw it on every single one because you can put them behind each other and cut that way. So I'm just going to draw on the first one of each size. And I'm starting with that little concave curve in the center just to make sure that that's kind of balanced. They also kind of look like a tooth to me. Okay. So, step 2, now that I have that done, I am going to hold all the papers together and cut through them. And you don't have to cut it exactly the same. I like to get as much paper as I can, so I didn't follow that line exactly. Of the large petals, I have 6. I also have 6 of the medium, and I believe I have 6 of the small. So 6 is my number. You can work with whichever you like in terms of making your petals. Now, the next step is going to be to cut a line down the center of each petal. Real easy. And I also didn't state the reason why I didn't cut perfectly on that black line is because I want as much paper space as I can get. And that line was just a loose guide of how I wanted to cut the petal, so I didn't have to stick to the line. So cutting one line right up the middle, and that's it. Right up the middle. One line, up the middle. The next step is going to be to bend each petal backwards to give it that fold that we see on the edge of the petals. And for that, I'm going to be using a mix of the marker and the pencil. The pencil will give me a little tighter folds for the ones that are inside. The marker will give me a softer fold for the bigger ones on the outside. I can do a couple at a time. So just to save time, I'm going to do, and this black one is going to be on the back so we can't see it, but I'm going to roll around my marker, bend it, see, it curved, and do the same thing to the other side. If I want them tighter, I can use the pencil. Okay, and I'm going to do that for all of these. So now I have all 3 with their curved edges. And the next step is going to be to glue between the between the cut that you made in the center of each petal. So I'm going to be putting, ooh, so bright. I'm going to be putting a line of hot glue on one side and then crossing the other one over to give it a more 3-dimensional shape. And now it's more 3-dimensional. Repeat for every single flower. have my petals all three-dimensional now. The next step is going to be to glue the bottoms of them together so that they form a circle. So I'm just going to be putting glue on one side right here. And dropping this one in. And I like to make it so that these two kind of intersect right there. Next, a line right here. I think this is like the fastest flower that I've made. So I've made kind of like a bowl. Look how giant it is. Made like a bowl out of the flower petals. And I'm going to do that again for the other two sizes. That's two. Now it's time for number three. This last grouping of petals is the smallest, and it only needed 5 petals, not 6. Now I'm going to glue all the petals within each other, starting with the largest to the smallest. It's already looking quite lovely. The last thing that I need to do is to get the pestils. Isn't that what they're called? Pistils. The pistils, the little things that stick out in the center of the flower, and I'm going to be doing that with a contrasting color. So I could go with a darker color like that one, or I can go with the lighter color like white. I'm just going to use what I have handy, which is some paper from my printer. So I guess it's going to be white. I'm going to fold it and cut where I folded. And in total, when I open it up, it's about 6 inches. I'm going to decrease that fold. And on the fold, I'm going to cut lines. On the fold, I'm going to cut lines, just going straight down. The skinnier they are, the better. Not all the way to the end, though. And you'll see what I mean when I open it up. So when I open it up, you can see that it's cut in that way. And now I'm going to put a dab of hot glue. Close it. So see how it rounded. and then start rolling that. So I can roll it, twist it, roll it, and put glue here and there. So when I'm done rolling, I have this, which I can fan out if I like. I'm going to glue it onto the center of the flower and I will be done. Some glue on the bottom of it. Lots of glue. And setting it right in the center. I'm gonna hold it in. Well, there you have it, a nice giant flower. I am going to be sharing with you guys how this looks in my classroom. So that is what's next. I'll post a video of the classroom before so that you can see what the walls look like bare. And of course, I will post a video with those beautiful flowers so that you can see how they look as wall decor. This is the room. I decided to put the big flowers in that corner at the back by the bookshelf. It came out really nice. I even made some leaves to go with it. Wasn't that wonderful? I loved it. If you liked this video or loved it like I did, then please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please subscribe. I might put a little subscribe button right there too. And make sure that you share this with your friends on Facebook or other social media. Tell a teacher, put it in your teacher groups. Tell a student, anyone who's interested in decorating their own space with their own hands. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, if I can do this, you can do this. See you next time. Bye.